Hey guys, it's Ria here with today's message from the heart. These are all just cards, images from Mother Earth and messages from Mother Earth. Just random images that I see when I'm running and messages that I receive when I'm running, which creates a more like a open portal for me to receive. Because when you're running or when you're breathing, meditating, when you're relaxed, you open up to receive. You clear the mind and spirit can communicate more directly with you. So I already shuffled, and the card that popped out for today is this one. It's a nice big solid rock. It's surrounded by snow. And the message is entitled Beliefs. And the message says, are your beliefs creating walls that prevent happiness from reaching you? It is time to expand beyond that which you are living and embrace the life that is your birthright. In truth, you are unbounded by walls of limitations. They are not real. Let go of hindering perspectives and embrace the freedom that is yours. So what this card is letting it snow. And for me, when I look at this card, this is just like a huge, strong heart. And to me, what it's telling you is your heart is like this. It's big, it's strong. It's capable of like getting through anything. Even the snow. The snow looks like it's blocking the heart from being expanded, but it's just snow. If you just focus on the heart and feel the warmth within your heart, it automatically will melt all this snow around it and it'll be free. So what it's telling us is what this heart believes is what it's creating in its outside reality. It's like what you believe, because everything stems from you and your beliefs. All limitations or all that you're experiencing in your world is based in your energy and your frequency and what you believe. So it is in that it is not real, because it can change at any moment in time. It is just a projection of the beliefs that you are living. And what this card is asking us or prompting us to do is re-examine our beliefs, or things that we might even just go doing mindlessly in an unconscious way because we think we have to. And it might seem to keep us caged in, our beliefs or what we think, what we've been taught by others. Because it can be something as simple as thinking you need to go to a certain grocery store because they have the best deals. Thinking you need to do that. But someday, say you're driving and a new store opened up and you'll think, oh, they're really a nice store. They're going to have outlandish prices. They have a lot of whatever. They're new, they're hip, they're gourmet. But your belief system might be stopping you from going there. Instead, you might want to go to your store that you're familiar with, that has those buy one, get one free. But instead, you stop at the gourmet store and they have these samples, say, and they're samples of something you've been wanting to try for a long time, and you can already buy it pre-made. And it isn't that expensive. I know that might seem like a real simple example, but it could be, your beliefs could be as simple as that. Thinking you need to do a certain thing. Thinking you need to eat even a certain food to create the body you want. Or thinking you need to do a certain exercise. That might actually be keeping you limited from expanding. If you do the same exercise every day, you're just experiencing the same muscle movement, and the rest of your body might not be getting the full experience. So it's good to mix it up. But if your beliefs say, I can only do this, or I only take this path every day because it could make you feel good, that's great. But again, when you're feeling good, that can build a momentum to try new avenues for even greater expansion. It could be a job you think you need to do. Like me, I used to cut hair in my home, and I thought I could never move to where I wanted to move because my business was in my home. I've been doing it for many, many years. It takes a long time to build up a clientele, but I always believe, even if I don't know the answers, I believe anything is possible. So then my husband that I met, we got married. His work allowed him to travel, and we could live anywhere, and I could leave my job. And so the point is, if you believe and take those chances, and that was a scary thing too, because we were counting on both our incomes, but we decided to take a chance. and it's done nothing but expand since and create a lot of new experiences. But in my mind, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm always anchored into here because this is where I work. But you never know. If you just keep that door open, you never know how the universe is going to answer you. It doesn't always mean it's in the way that you think, because the human mind, the ego, tries to figure things out to keep secure, to keep that comfort, because it doesn't like the unknown. It doesn't like being held out there in the open with nothing to grab onto. But when you can do that and trust in your heart and in things that are calling you, you're always going to be secure in the freedom to be you. And the universe will give you what you need. God will give you what you need when you need it. A lot of people use this example of a bird gets up every morning and finds its food that morning and that day. It doesn't store a bunch of worms the night before for the next morning, not being worried. It lives moment by moment. And us as a human need to kind of step into that more, because the bird just lives in a knowing it's going to get up, it's going to sing, it's going to find its food, and it does. And the universe, the Mother Earth, always provides nourishment. And that's what the universe does for us, because the birds it might be obviously operating on instinct, but because it believes in that instinct, it's taken care of. Same with us. And it's okay to take a step and be nervous or anxious, but to have that step in a new direction be based in, even though I'm nervous, I still trust. I'm going to take a chance and trust. So you are putting out that vibration of trust, and that's exactly what you'll get back. And it could also mean even in bigger realms, like say religion and stuff like that. Stuff you've been taught as a religion could keep you in here. Like say you're in a really, really, really bad relationship, but your religion doesn't believe in divorce, and what you're taught, and you're caged in all this whatever, like turmoil or whatever it is, and you can't expand anymore. That's also preventing you. I mean, everything serves its purpose, and if you do follow through on certain paths, they always serve a purpose, and they're always there for expansion. But would you rather take the path that is harder, you trip, you get hurt more, you get more scrapes and bruises, or would you rather take a path that is more filled with peace and expansion and love and abundance? Because all of those will eventually lead you home, but some paths are more enjoyable. And this card is just saying, hey, your beliefs could be limiting you, there could be a better way if you just open up to it. And it's us that is creating those limitations. Like, even could be anything, just maybe something you want to present to the world, but you're really believing that what you have to say is not worthy of being heard, or worrying about what the outside people will think about you, or worried about how you'll be perceived. But it really doesn't matter. If you follow your heart and you take a step forward in that light and love that you are, you will always be protected. You will be, you'll just be protected, and you'll be expanding in the a deeper realization of who you are, and you keep expanding your heart energy, and you just become more, all I can say is more alive. And even though that alive feeling might feel like scaredy catness, nervousness, anxiousness, even a little anxiety, as you go through those things, you'll say, hey, that wasn't so bad, or why was I so worried about that? And life is about the experience. It isn't necessarily about receiving the physical part of it that your mind might think. Like you will be taken care of in other ways. The mind might think you need to receive like a physical paycheck, but the universe might provide you other avenues and ways where you're provided for that you never even thought of, and you can keep going on about your path. So this card is just to bring a little focal point today, just saying, hey, is there anything in your energy field that may be preventing you from being freer or a truer expression of you, of what lies within your heart? And just maybe to examine them and say, hey, is this something I really want to hold on to, or do I want to let go of? Or am I only holding on to it based in fear? Because if it's based in fear, that's not truth anyways. It's only false evidence appearing real, and what you fear most in a lot of cases isn't even true. All right, guys. So like this big strong rock, be strong in who you are. And as you warm up to who you are and not shut yourself down to the cold, making your heart cold, if you warm up and you give attention to that life and love within your heart, the snow, the coldness, the barriers, the walls will melt. And then you will have a better view of what's around you, and you will see it from a truer perspective. Because if you're looking at just the walls and the limitations and the boundaries, you can't see beyond that. And same with this. If you got all the snow, you can't see beyond that until it's melted. And what melts the coldness is just tuning into the heart and giving it the love and attention that it's calling you to. All right, guys, thanks for listening and have an awesome day.